You know, I think that communication is part of the big three whenever there's a challenge in a marriage. And the three reasons why people get a divorce, they say, are because of finances, sex, and communication. And they're like a spider web. So when one is bad, the other's bad, and then the other's bad, and they all affect one another. And I think specifically whenever it comes to communication, it's first seeking to understand before you try to be understood. And so I think that the first thing is that we have to have our Mickey Mouse ears on, all right, to listen, to be able to say, okay, what are they saying, so that I can make sure that I understand. And the other thing that's interesting too is there's a great book called Love and Respect. And it basically talks about in the book how men have pink, basically they have pink earphones. And they have let me take that back. Men have blue earphones, and they have blue megaphones that they speak through. And what happens is women have these pink megaphones and these pink earphones that they hear through. And so what happens is when we communicate to one another, we speak blue, they hear in pink, or they speak in pink and they hear in blue. And so it's being able to, you know, decipher the codes, to be able to listen when it comes to communication, to be able to understand in their language. It's funny because whenever we're in that dating phase of the relationship, it's like all we see at the dating phase is all the good things. Okay, so it's like, oh, we have so much in common. I mean, I like pizza, they like pizza, we're like made for each other, you know? But then whenever you actually get married and then you start living with each other, you're together 24/7, 365, and you know, you start seeing each other's, you know, bad habits, and you don't just see all the good, but now you got to try to make this thing work. It's an eye-opening thing. You know, and I think that that's where we have to learn, you know, one another, and be able to spend some time building the foundation of the relationship during those newlywed years. And you know, another thing is too, I mean, a lot of people's relationship is built around sex. All right, especially if they're dating beforehand and it's all around this. But understand, I mean, once you get married, that is such a small percentage of time. Okay, so it's like, all right, we may be having sex as a newlywed, but if you take that whole span of time throughout the whole week, you know, how long are we talking there, all right? Not very long. I mean, you're talking maybe a couple hours, okay? Maybe less, maybe more, okay, for the whole entire week. And it's like, okay, this relationship has to be built on something stronger than just a physical relationship.